I have been going to Tupelo Smiles my whole life. When I was a kid, I was unhappy about some uneven coloring on my teeth after getting my braces off, which at the time there really wasn't a fix. I was recently made aware of a solution that would totally fix it, which is exactly what we did. They not only heard my concerns, but they never stopped looking to solve my problem, and that's why I love Tupelo Smiles.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, for keeping it here with us as we have been through a week of weather with each other across the area, continuing to see that take place today as well, with just not great roadways out there and ice sticking around. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Here's everything you need to know this morning. Number one is we're still seeing a few fog patches out there. So as you're hitting the roadways this morning, still want to take it slow. For those of us, again, that are hitting the roadways this morning, we'll talk about where that patchy fog is setting up so far. Another thing is a warm afternoon is ahead. That's what we like to see. That's what we need across the area for continual melting, for crews to get where they need to go. That's going to be taking place today. And then also something a little bit newer in the forecast of our high resolution models, trying to put a few flurries, a few flakes possible into the forecast as we head into early Friday morning. This is not looking to be impactful or add to your accumulation by any means, but we could see a few flurries out there early on Friday. We'll talk about that as well. Here's a look at visibility first across the area. Still seeing some patchy dense fog from places like Marshall County stretching into northern Lafayette County, over in portions of DeSoto and Tunica County, and further west DeSoto and Tunica County, Bruce, Houston as well, and then down into the Golden Triangle region into Noxubee County. So again, this is very patchy, not just one area, but multiple kind of regions throughout North Mississippi dealing with this. Of course, temperatures are also below freezing, so it could be some patchy, dense freezing fog. All that means is that fog, when you drive through it, causes that light glaze of ice on your vehicles and on roadways where it is. So we just want to be extra cautious out there this morning if we are getting out on the roadways and dealing with that. I want to show you roads across the area this morning because depending on where you are across North Mississippi, I'm talking even county to county, roads look a lot different. This is a look over in Crenshaw. This is northwest Mississippi. This is up closer to where I am in Tate County. Temperature's cold out there, but take a look at those slushy roadways. And these, again, aren't main roads, but these are kind of those local roadways that haven't necessarily been treated or plowed like your neighborhoods, those side streets. Still just overall not great this morning. Still not great for travel by any means out there. So that's a look over in northwest Mississippi. Now let me look a little bit further south over in Amory. Take a look at these roadways. Looking a lot better, right? So depending on where you are across the region, and why we say be really careful with travel is because we're having to talk between these roadways that are mainly clear out there in Amory to these roadways in Crenshaw that are just a completely different story out there. So some of us is still dealing with this out there this morning. We want to be extra cautious if you do have to get out and about with roadways looking still like that. Here's a look at temperatures. Cold out there across the board, no matter where you are, in the 20s and 30s, 31 in Water Valley, 30 Grenada, 27 in Clarksdale, 28 Lafayette County, 25 Houston, 25 Starkville. So very cold out there as well if you're having to get back and about for work, school, whatever you have going on this morning. Power outages across the region still prevalent across the board, especially in those previous counties that we've been watching. Really from Benton County, Tippah County, over into Alcorn and Tishomingo County and Lafayette County have been the main ones that we're watching. Alcorn County and Tishomingo County still seeing around 85 people without power. Now this number has gone down. We were seeing it, I think even yesterday, up to 10,000. The day before it was 14, like Oxford. So this number has gone down, but that's still a significant amount of people without power this morning. 8,500, 14,000 still in Lafayette County. However, all these numbers we know are important. 2,000 over in Belzona, 500 in Greenville, 4,500 over in Grenada County. Just showing you those counties that were the hardest hit that are still seeing a lot of folks without power. The good news is today we are seeing another day with sunshine in the afternoon and temperatures above freezing. That's going to continue to help aid in some melting. That's going to continue to help crews get where they need to be to get folks' power back on. So here's a look at your first 12 hours. Temperatures in the 20s still by 8, going into the 30s by your 11 o'clock hour. Middle 40s out there into your afternoon to low 40s later on in the evening. Lots of clouds we're dealing with today. A lot of clouds, at least in the morning hours, a little bit more clearing into your afternoon. One thing that really helps aid in these melting efforts, I think we've all learned this so far, is that ice melts a lot slower than snow. It's really packed in there and it's harder to get rid of. One thing that really helps is some sunshine. We're not going to be getting as much of that today as we did yesterday, but still seeing a little bit into your afternoon and evening and temperatures above freezing. That's going to continue to help aid in some melting across the board. Here's an overall look of what's going on satellite and radar. We're watching our next system off to the west, this low pressure system sitting right now in the state of Oklahoma. This is going to continue to slide off to the east as it does. That's why we're seeing some cloud cover. It's also why we're going to be seeing maybe a few flurries take place as we head into your Friday. Today, though, good to go. Again, even seeing some sunshine into your afternoon and evening hours. However, it's the overnight that we're going to continue to watch this shift in the area. So 10 o'clock and on, could see a few flurries out there, mainly for closer to the Tennessee state line. This transitions to rainfall the further south that it makes it. Shouldn't be adding to your impacts by any means. The only thing that I'm most concerned about, and I've said this over and over again, is folks that are going to be driving out there early on Friday and just seeing a little bit of some mixed precipitation to flurries take place along with just not great roadways. Overall, this is going to be sliding off to the east as we had noon and on. Again, about a 20% chance at best for some light shower activity, and then that moves off for the back half of our Friday. Saturday looking to remain dry as well. So that's some good news. Your weekend, the main story is going to be just how cold it gets. So cold air has been retreating. We've been seeing temperatures above freezing like we will this afternoon. Into the weekend, that cold air makes a deep dive south, and we're looking at cold conditions returning across the board here in North Mississippi. That's not going to help aid in melting. It's also not going to be helping out with those people that are still without power into the weekend. So we're going to be talking about just how cold things are going to be getting, of course, coming up next. And I'll take you a little bit of a slower look and closer up into North Mississippi about that rain chance that's going to be going on overnight into your Friday. So you're going to want to stick around for all those details. It's coming up right after this.
At First Choice Bank, we know you can't always make it before the bank closes. With our integrated teller, you can talk to a live person as late as 7 p.m. on weekdays and noon on Saturdays. It's not just an ATM, it's an ITM. First Choice Bank, your choice for banking.
When you've been injured, don't settle for a lawyer who doesn't even know where you live. Call Langston and Lott. Local lawyers, personal service, real results.
Look at Wanda, ready to rock her big presentation. But first, lunch. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Delicious, celebratory, but is it quick? The Cobb salad. Tender oven roasted chicken, topped with cheese. Prepared, plated, and served in 6 minutes? Is this for real? Well, of course. Well done, Wanda. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Yes, ma'am. Life is sweet.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McAuley.
Hey, welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather. I'm meteorologist Maggye McAuley. The time now is 7:38 out here on your Thursday morning. I want to show you a few live looks outside at roadways out there this morning. This is over in the Delta in Cleveland, Mississippi. You can see some clearing taking place. That's been probably a lot of things. One, with people kind of scraping, clearing roadways. Another thing with a lot of sunshine and temperatures above freezing over the last few days. But you still can see some ice and patches of, again, just slush on roadways further off in the distance. These are the roadways we want to be careful on this morning for that patchy black ice and just slush to kind of refreeze overnight with temperatures below freezing in your morning hours. So I would avoid getting out on the roadways in the morning, especially if you can. Live look over in Aberdeen, lots of clouds out there. We will see more clouds in here today than we did yesterday. Temperatures cold there as well. in the middle 20s over in Aberdeen. One more look over in West Point. This is looking at 45 at Airport Road over in West Point. MDOT traffic camera showing us this view. Just want to show you the difference in roadways depending on where you are across our area this morning. Again, over in the Delta, Northwest Mississippi, closer to the Tennessee state line, still dealing with just really bad roadways, even road closures. MDOT crews closing portions of 55 and 22 still this morning to be able to clear them off to make them more safe. So just want to make sure to check that if you're heading out, especially in the northern half of our area along 55 or 22. Overall, not looking bad, though, over in West Point. For your day ahead, temperature is going to be rising above freezing pretty soon. We'll be in the low 30s at 9, middle 30s by your 10 o'clock hour, upper 30s by 11. Still dealing with a lot of clouds this morning before we see a little bit more sunshine as we head later on in the day. High temperatures today going to be the warmest that we've seen so far since this event took place this weekend. 40s and 50s out there, 45 New Albany, 46 Lee County, even some low 40s over in Tunica and South Haven. 50 though, the further you go south, 52 down in Itala County and Kosciuszko. 50 in Greenwood, 50 in Louisville. So 40s and 50s out there. That is good news. We want it to be warm. We want the sunshine to come out to help continue that melting to take place across the region. Small flurry chance is likely overnight into your early Friday. We're watching this low pressure system. Right now it's over in Oklahoma. It's going to continue to slide off to the east as it does. This area right here from Arkansas into North Mississippi could see a little bit of a wintry mix as it moves in. This is not looking to be impactful or add to your accumulation, but I don't want you to be surprised if you're waking up early on your Friday to see it. So let's take it hour by hour. Again, we're going to be seeing some clouds start to move out and some more sunshine to take place right before sunset today. Going into the overnight hours, we'll start to see clouds move back in. Rain still sitting off to the Mississippi River, across the Mississippi River and portions of Arkansas by the time most of us are headed to bed tonight. However, the story does change the later on we get into the overnight. As we had 2, 3 a.m., we're starting to see that system move in with some rainfall as well. Could see some mixed precipitation to some flurries happening closer to the Tennessee state line in northwest Mississippi. But the further this transitions into our area, the more just plain light rainfall to moderate rainfall it will be into your Friday morning. So again, not looking at anything too impactful. This we're looking at to mainly be some light rain showers as we head further on into your Friday mid-morning as well. And then it continues to move out. So this is not looking to be an impactful system by any means, but still giving you a heads up with it. This should be out of our area as we head noon and on. Looking at dry conditions returning for your Friday afternoon and evening. Still a lot of cloud cover, though, sitting around, but temperatures will be above freezing yet again for your Friday. Temperatures on your Friday afternoon look to be in the 40s for the most part. 40 in Tupelo, 42 in Houston, middle 40s the further south you go in Macon, Noxubee County, Lowndes County, 46 as well. Closer to the Tennessee state line, yes, temperature is going to be a little bit cooler with that cold air starting to filter in the 30s from Tate County, Tunica County, DeSoto County, Marshall County, Alcord County as well in the middle 30s out there on your Friday, but still sitting above freezing. That story changes, though, as we head into the weekend. Take a look at your 7-day forecast. We are going to be in the middle 40s today, 40 tomorrow with that small rain chance in your morning hours, and then take a look. Cold air really filters in by the weekend. A few things to remember as we head into your weekend. One is anything that doesn't melt all the way through your Friday, most likely going to be sticking around for the weekend, especially into your Saturday with temperatures not even getting out of the 20s. And then secondary, just make sure you continue to check on your people. Check on those you know that still don't have an adequate way to heat their household, because going into the weekend, temperatures drop right back to where we started. Very cold out there, teens on Saturday and Sunday morning. Over into the afternoon, temperatures in the 20s and 30s out there on your Saturday and Sunday. The only good news I have through the weekend is it doesn't stick around for your work week. Going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, temperatures back in the 40s out here. Also, we'll see our next best chance of a little bit more widespread rain enter the picture as we head into the middle and later part of our upcoming work week. So that's a full look at your 7-day forecast. Make sure to continue to tune in with us this evening. Our meteorologist, Gabe Maynor, and our chief meteorologist, Matt Laupon, will have everything you need to know. They'll have continual updates on those restoration efforts taking place across our counties. Of course, they'll have those updated power numbers as well and everything you need to know. Again, coming up at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks as always for tuning in with us. I will see you right back here on your Friday morning at 6:30.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.